Good morning. So today I will be showing you some of my cuttings update from last fall and the cuttings I'm doing now, and show you how I do my sage cuttings in ground cutting. I do softwood, meaning it's not wood, like pieces like this. So this is growth from last year. I believe it probably could have been bigger if I took care of it, but I just kept it there pretty much. And this is a rose that broke off when we were pruning the tree, so I stuck it there. No rooting hormone. In addition to some of the cuttings, I want to show you some volunteers for tomatoes and calendula. Can you tell what this is? It's calendula. There's a bunch over here. This is the sun gold tomato. And the seeds just somehow, I guess, it kind of dipped down, so maybe they all fell down here. So I'm excited about this. I'll be transplanting it once it gets a little bit bigger. Once I have my tray, so I know where to put it. This location is my favorite stick in the ground cutting location. And I just stuck some things like this spirea. This boxwood. This one will, I'm not sure if that's gonna make it, but this one looks like it could make it. And this is I forget the name, something holly. I was pruning, and you see here I have, can anyone guess? This is probably from the sun gold, because I had it here and a lot of them fell in this area. I'm surprised not more is coming up. I'm hoping to get, oh, here's some more of this way. I'm hoping to get a stable version. It probably won't be this year, so I'll grow it this year and let it, and then take the seeds from whichever ones I like, and then keep taking the seeds and hopefully getting a stable one. Because the idea is, because the sun gold is so robust, that the parents of it, because if you don't know, sun gold is a hybrid, meaning they took pollen from one variety of tomatoes and pollinated another variety. We don't know what that is. It's a Japanese hybrid, and because we don't know what it is, you have to buy the seeds, and I think it's like patented and stuff. Over there, some more holly seedlings. I've been watering this because it has been like in the high 80s right now, and it's only April, so not what we're really used to, or at least based on last year. Last year was cold, so. And then over here, I have more cuttings. This is my Myrtle. I had this in the shed, but you see it's kind of wilty, so I don't know if it's gonna make it. Hopefully. I'm having a gnat issue, so that's why I brought these out as well. So I have this tarp with an old shower curtain over it, because it gets too hot now. And these are the small ones. And let me see if I can find one that, they all look like they're gonna make it. I've been spraying them most mornings. And this is the blueberry that I stuck backwards. This is what's in the ground. Yeah, but it looks like it's shooting out, so I think I just need to keep it protected. Put more soil. So these small ones are myrtles. And this sage one, sage is actually pretty easy. I'm gonna take some from this because I'm gonna repot this. But basically what you do is you try to get it as close as you can to the, what's it called? The stem. So you see how that is? So I'm gonna try to get it. It's kind of tangled. Okay, maybe I won't be able to show this example, but I'll show another one. So you see that? You see how there's like a piece of it that's from the main stem? I forget the term for it, but I just found this to really work with it. Let's see, let's grab a couple more from where I don't want the... Let's see, so this is sage. Okay, so pushing it, let me see where else I can get it. Actually, it looks pretty good. I should replant some. Here, I'm gonna get this side. So I'm probably gonna cut this. Okay, so we have our cuttings here.
Oh, yeah.
And let me move over here and just show you how to do it. I just stick in the ground. But because I have this tote, I'm just gonna do it like this. Okay, so what you do is try to strip the leaves in the bottom. And then I'm just gonna stick it in a nice spot. Make sure the spot where you ripped off all the leaves, make sure that has ground. Make sure that has ground contact, because that's where the roots can come out. If not, that generally just is how I usually do it. And then I'm gonna do these. So you just strip. So what you do is you strip the leaves in the bottom. So I'm gonna keep these and then strip these. So strip. My sister said there was a tip on TikTok where they said if you have cuttings near plants that root easily, it would help others root. Maybe they're... And I wonder if it's because the plant is releasing some sort of hormone. And then this one, do the same thing, strip. I actually accidentally planted some more sage, so I'm gonna have a lot of sage. I actually burned sage, which I believe is a Native American practice if you're experiencing bad luck, or to ward away that kind of stuff, like evil spirits, or just bad energy. Oop, I almost forgot about this one. And they sell it at Whole Foods if you don't grow your own. That's where I usually get them. Okay, so this one I'm gonna redo this. I don't think it's in deep enough. So you want it to be, actually I'm gonna take that leaf off. I think 2 should be fine. And the more contact, I think usually the better. Within moderation. Let's see. Oh, I can't get it here. I'm gonna break it off because I think it's... So I got my little spray bottle. Oh. Oh, you see that? There's a worm there. I'm just gonna give it some water. Oh, I forgot. I have using tap water, so I don't know if that's... I'm just gonna pour this, a sage cutting I did last year using that method. I kept it in the shade and didn't really take care of it, so that's why I didn't get bigger. But I think if I took more care, it would get bigger. But the benefit of putting it in the soil is if you're busy, you could just come back to it. And it survived. So I transplanted it here because this spot gets a little more sun. And I believe it has similarities with lavender, so we'll see. In the lavender I might split because, oh my gosh, what is that? You see how that lavender is? It's like they're not even connected, so I might split this. Okay, so I want to show you, this is a rose cutting and I just stuck them in here. I didn't really water it, but then I noticed this one looks like it was alive, so I started watering. So you can see, oh look what, this is too green. It looks totally dead though. Maybe I should have pulled this out. So it looks like I didn't really wound these, I just stuck it in. And you see how there's leaf. And based on my experience looking at roots before, when the leaves are like this, so you might think, oh, this one's totally dead. So you might think because it has leaves that it has a lot of roots. That is not the case. Sometimes it would just have roots. Sometimes it would just have new growth, but the roots haven't formed yet. So when this happens, just keep watering it, keep it moist. Yeah, so once it looks more robust, I'll take it out. But just because it has leaves like this doesn't mean it has roots. And that's for me checking other cuttings in the past. And I'll show you my other rose cuttings that is in the ground. I have not had good luck with arborvitae. So I think this type is Tuja. It doesn't get too big. And my dad actually grew it from a seedling that just flew in the garden. So I really like it because it doesn't get too big. Too tall. And you see this cutting did not make it. I wonder if I should pull it up, but it feels kind of thick, so just keep it there. Who knows? I never had success, but I've just been watering it, so we'll see. Hopefully it's just not because it's evergreen that it's keeping alive. And here is my hydrangea, which if you have the proven winners hydrangeas, most of them from my experience root very easily. You just stick them in the ground in a shady spot and it will grow. And he is playing. Okay, so my plan to have the weeds like the chickweed and stuff grow here to keep it moist did not really work because you see how dry that is. It was just better if I just watered it. So, and I thought if I keep the water, the pollinators would be happy. Oh, you see the ants? So ants usually happen from my experience because it's too dry. You can see here, I'm gonna water this soon. Okay, this is my endless summer, and these actually root pretty well, but last year I had one, but I didn't do the transplant right. It wasn't a good location for it, so it died. It had a really robust root system though. And then next to it is my roses, which, because I saw that they were coming out with leaves, can you see that? I started watering them. And the big ones I thought wouldn't come out. It actually is. Let me show you an example. You see how this one? I don't know, you can really... Uh-oh! Yeah, this one is really big. And this is what it looks like. I was just pruning from last fall. So last fall I stuck it under my pear tree. So this direction is south. So we're here south, and there's a tree, a big holly here, so it's usually shaded this area. And here's another cutting, which I didn't do anything, no rooting hormone, just stuck in the ground. And I saw it in another post, another gardening video, like one of the British ones, and they actually said that rose cuttings is the easiest to root, actually. Like rose cuttings are one of the easiest to root. And can anyone guess what this is? This is blueberry. And the other ones are persimmons, but I don't really see any. Oh, this is kind of dry. So here's an example of, you gotta water things if they're in containers. I don't think these boxwoods made it because it probably got too dry here, but we'll just see. Oh, and I want to show you this real quick. So this is a spirea cutting that I did, and I just moved it. I love the lime color. I'm just going to show you one of the boxwoods that I did last year. So this would be its second year, and didn't really take that much care of it. I just stuck in the ground, and then in the fall transplanted it. And I did a pretty big cutting. I don't do like the small ones. I just, whatever I prune, I cut. And I thought this was something, but it's just weed. So over here in the shade, I split my, like splitting meaning the branch, like split it off in another video. And because it's been so hot, they were wilting a lot because there's a lot of new growth. It's been so hot that even like the main plants, some of them would wilt a little bit because of the hot temperature and the sun. So I moved these here and I sprayed them in the morning, mist them with water, and they're doing pretty well. In the afternoon now, they don't wilt. Usually they've been wilting, so I think the roots have established. So it's been probably 2 weeks. Here, this is this other one that I split from the mother plant, and I'll show you the mother plant real quick. It's doing really well. So yeah, so this is the two boxwoods that I splitted from the branch. So I guess you can call that roots cutting. Okay, this is the mother boxwood that I did the split from. Oh my gosh, I almost ripped this. I thought this was weeds. Yeah, and let me clean off my... Oh, is that a... Oh, that is a snail, which I would have to kill off camera. Okay. Yeah, so it was wilty, and I have been aggressively watering it, but now it seems normal again. And you can see here, this is where I did the split. Well, maybe you probably can't see. Yeah, but because I didn't transplant it, which I was very tempted to do, I'm glad I didn't, because how hot the weather got. Nothing. So while I was over there, I noticed all these ants crawling. It's probably because this pot is getting dry. Yeah, it's kind of wet. It's still kind of wet, but it's, oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, let me water this. From experience, if you don't water something, this is what happens. So let me water it, and once the place is inhospitable, they can't live in, because they cannot live underwater. They would just be forced to move, so you don't need to spray any pesticide or anything. So that's how I'm gonna get rid of it, just water it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, see the ants? They're going crazy, and you just keep spraying it until you flood the whole pot. Oops. You want some water here. Okay. Then pause. You see, they're grabbing their eggs. I forgot they're called larvae. And they're running. You want some more? Hey, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I was spraying his hand. And I think this should be good. I did notice the soil getting a little dry. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and found another hydrangea cutting. See, You see how it's budding? That does not mean it rooted yet. So, I believe this is the mother plant. So it's been around like 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna spray it again. Let's see. And you see how there's not that many ants. I can still see some. I might have to go back out and spray later just to check. These are my other cuttings. These are the myrtles. This is Tuscan blue rosemary. There's some of the sage and lavender as well. I keep it in this to-go container and I spray in the morning. And here, I don't have a cover for it, but it would be lovely if I could eventually get the glass cloche. I think that looks so nice. But this seems a bit more sustainable in the sense that I don't have to really air it out. With the glass one I do, because I poke holes in these. Because I have cooked plants in the past when I don't put holes. This also has myrtle, so we'll see those root. The camera lighting is making this look better than it is, but it looks kind of sickly. I did a harder prune back, but now I'm wondering if I should prune it back even more, but we'll see. I'm gonna give this water. I didn't water this yesterday, so I'm gonna give this another water and we will see how this one does. Here, this is the other one. This is the clearance variegated boxwoods I got that I was very excited about, but did not think it would take this long to have new growth. Because let me scratch it. It's still green underneath. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. It's still green underneath, so. But I have noticed boxwoods don't grow as fast as myrtles. With the myrtles, after I trimmed it, it actually started to have new growth already, and it's only been maybe 2 or 1 week from now. Yeah, I'll show you the myrtle. This is the myrtle. I did a pretty hard prune back because there's just holes everywhere, and I picked this one because it has the best central stem. But as you can see, there are literally holes everywhere, but it still looks pretty nice. And this is the one that I took all the cuttings from. And the last cutting I'm going to show is, this is butterfly bush. The dwarf one I got actually died, so at least I still have this. That's why I love making cuttings. Okay, and that's all the updates for now. Thanks for watching.